An opportunity to thank our teachers for the selfless service that they do by rendering a prayer song.
தீர்ப்பவனே வேழமுகத்தோனே ஞால முதல்வனே விநாயகனே வினை தீர்ப்பவனே வேழமுகத்தோனே ஞால முதல்வனே விநாயகனே வினை தீர்ப்பவனே குணாநிதியே குருவே சரணோ குணாநிதியே குருவே சரணோ குறைகள் களைய இதுவே தருணம் குறைகள் களைய இதுவே தருணம் விநாயகனே வினை தீர்ப்பவனே உமாபதியே உலகம் என்றாய் ஒரு சுற்றினிலே வலமும் வந்தாய் உமாபதியே உலகம் என்றாய் ஒரு சுற்றினிலே வலமும் வந்தாய் கணநாதனே மாங்கனியை உள்டாய் கதிர்வேலவனின் கருத்தில் நின்றாய் கதிர்வேலவனின் கருத்தில் நின்றாய் விநாயகனே வினை தீர்ப்பவனே வேழமுகத்தோனே ஞால முதல்வனே விநாயகனே வினை தீர்ப்பவனே.
Thank you, Srinivas sir. May I request Vijay Kumar Kotam Raju Garu please come to the dais. a prayer song. Good morning, one and all. As the legacy continues, we have our principal, Raghunathan sir, to welcome us.
Good morning to you all. Jai Meenatu. On behalf of the faculty members of JKR Astro Research Foundation, I have pleasure in welcoming you all. Hello. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Good morning to you all. On behalf of all the faculty members of JKR Astro Research Foundation, I have pleasure in inviting you all, welcoming you all for today's function. I take more pleasure in welcoming our chairman, Dr. NVRA Raja, and our trustee, Mr. Paresh Jain, for this gathering. Now, as a part of welcome speech, I am going to tell about 4 points. First of all, what is this Guru Poornima? In India, we believe in hero worship, and then we believe in celebration of all kinds, especially celebration of very happy moments. We celebrate Krishna Jayanti, Ram Navami, we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti, we celebrate Ambedkar Jayanti, etc. What is the purpose of celebrating the Jayantis? Jayantis means being born, that is the birthday of great people are being celebrated by the people. Why? Because all of them have contributed something to the development of humanity, for the well-being of the society, for the welfare of common people. So such great deeds have to be remembered forever. That's why year after year we celebrate. Now, Guru Purnima is one of the oldest celebrations that's going on for centuries in India. Why? Because that Guru referred in Guru Purnima is Sage Vyasa. Now, what Sage Vyasa has contributed to our development is a question that may ask. Before that question is, who is Vyasa? Now, in Indian spiritual literature, we have got 3 works which are called Traya. That means there are 3 canonical works in Indian spiritual literature. The first of them are the collection of Upanishads, and after that we have got the famous Bhagavad Gita. Thirdly, we have got what is known as Brahma Sutra. These 3 together define what we all know as Sanatana Dharma, because all these 3 granthas are giving us the rules and regulations, norms that the society should follow, the norms that the individual should follow, so that he becomes a good citizen, a good person in the society. Now, out of these 3 works, Upanishad is Shriti, that is, it is heard, whereas Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra are called Smritis because they are remembered. Now, Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra are written by Sage Vyasa. Now, both Bhagavad Gita and Brahma Sutra, what do they really tell is that how to identify, how to read the perfect knowledge, the real knowledge about the soul, and what soul means to you as an individual. There are Upanishad Vakyam, Tat Tvam Asi. That means what? It is telling you what are the things that you can accomplish by pursuing knowledge, real knowledge. In those days, our sages always said that realization of the personal potential is the greatest truth that a man can ever find out. The moment you realize your total capacities, you become comparable to God. That's why he said, Tat Tvam Asi. You are the God, you are the creator. You can create anything that you want. And then in our history, in spiritual history, we got Vishwamitra, who created a separate universe for Trishanku, even though Trishanku was not admitted into Swargaloka by the Devas. That is, he could achieve that because he had realized true knowledge. Now coming back to Vyasa. Now Vyasa is the son of sage Parasara and Satyavati. Now, in Vishnu Sahasranamam, it is said that Vyasa comes in the line of Brahma. You know, Brahma, after that comes Vasishtha, after that comes Shakti, after that Parasara comes, and after Parasara, Vyasa comes. So the Vyasa has got a direct connection to Brahma, and Brahma was the first person to receive the Vedas from Sriman Narayana. So that Vedas or the knowledge came down from generation to generation, from Vasishtha down to Shakti, then Parasara, then it came to Vyasa. But the knowledge that he received through that line was so huge that an ordinary person was not able to understand or read or master or apply it in day-to-day life. So it was left to Vyasa to break it down into smaller portions of knowledge so that people can understand and apply it in their day-to-day life properly. Now this breaking up and reclassifying is called Vyasa. So he attained the name of Vyasa. Before that he was known as Krishna Dvaipayana. He was born in Dvipam, so Dvaipayana. He was dark in complexion, so he was called Krishna. Now in the same Vishnu Sahasranamam he writes that Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasave. That means Vyasa and Vishnu are same. Vyasa is supposed to be the Jnana Avatara of Vishnu. Now Vyasa came on earth for two purposes. The first purpose was to help Krishna to reduce the burden of the earth. For that, the entire Mahabharata that he wrote, he contributed to the matter. He was physically involved in the events that led to the war because he was the person who sired Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura. What he wanted to say about what he wanted to prove to the world was that a person born in a Sattvic Guna or Rajasic Guna or a Tamasic Guna, if they don't get along very well, if they come into conflict, it can destroy the world. It did not destroy the world, but it caused a huge loss of men and property. So Mahabharata, he and Krishna together conducted Mahabharata so that the burden of the earth would be reduced. That was the Avatara Rahasya of Vyasa. The second reason was that, like I told you, that he is the Jnana Avatara of Sri Mahavishnu. And then in that role, what he did was to compose various Puranas. Mahabharata was followed by 18 Puranas that he wrote. In every Purana, he tried to highlight one particular tenet that an ordinary man can follow with illustration, how this particular king accomplished this thing, how this rishi accomplished this thing in the pursuit of knowledge and applying that knowledge in a proper manner. Now, Vyasa also said that understanding self is very, very important. That's why when he wrote this Brahma Sutra, not many people were able to understand Brahma Sutra. So he sent several agents or acharyas to explain that to the common people. One of the acharyas was Shankaracharya, who wrote a bhashyam or a commentary on Brahma Sutra. In the first sloka of that particular thing, he uses a word called Brahma Jignasa. The word Jignasa means the wish to understand what is Brahma Tattva. So, before Shankaracharya started writing that particular thing, Vyasa appeared in front of Shankaracharya in the form of a Chandala and then was blocking his way. Shankaracharya was going on a road, the Chandala appeared in front of him, blocked the way. So at that time, Shankaracharya asked you, I am on my way, why are you blocking my way? Please move aside. Then he asked, whom are you addressing? Vyasa, in the form of Chandala, asked Shankaracharya, whom are you addressing? Me, in the form of a Chandala, or the soul that is inside me. At that time, Shankaracharya realized the true meaning of soul. And then he was able to write the bhashyam on Brahma Sutra very, very competently. So, for Shankaracharya also, Vyasa is a guru. So, when we say that we follow Shankaracharya or we follow Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya, anybody, these people have gained knowledge from studying what Vyasa wrote. That's why we all celebrate Vyasa's birthday as Guru Poornima. On this day, several other religious leaders also started preaching their concepts. For example, Gautama Buddha started preaching about Buddhism on Guru Poornima day only. Similarly, Guru Nanak also started preaching about Sikhism only on the Guru Poornima day. So the Guru Poornima day is the day on which many, many good events have happened, and that's why we are all, without forgetting, year after year, on the Ashada Purnima day, we celebrate Guru Purnima. Now, after understanding what Vyasa has done, let us know what our Guruji has done, because in our today's celebration, we are concentrating on paying our respects to Puja Guruji, Sri Raghavacharya. Now, what has he done? Many of you, students of JKR, must have already known something about the life of Guruji, Sri Raghavacharya. One of our well-wishers, by name Vijay Raghavan, he has not come today, he has composed a 2-line Dhyana Slokam on our Guruji. Can you display that, please? Dhyana Slokam. There is no screen. Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Nakshatresha Kripapatram Daivagno Dhruva Upamam Nakshatras Siddhantham Linda Pradam Raghavarya Aham Bhaje. In this slokam, there are 4 important words. Patram, that means Nakshatresha Kripa Patram. Now, what is the meaning of this phrase, Nakshatresha Kripa Patram? Is that a person who received the total blessings of Nakshatras. Kripa Patram, that is blessings. Patram literally means vessel. Now, when you are giving somebody to something, then he receives it in a vessel. If the vessel is full of holes and all that, what is given inside will be spilled out through the holes. So, the patram that you take to receive a prasadam must be a complete patram. In English, we have a saying, first deserve and then desire. That means, if our Guruji was desirous of learning astrology and gaining Nakshatra Siddhanta, he needed the blessings of Nakshatras. And that blessings he gained through his disciplined manner in which he studied astrology and the dedication that he showed during the learning process, and later on the diligence with which he started applying those Siddhantas that he learned. So, the word Kripa Patram, Nakshatresha Kripa Patram, is a very important usage signifying the quality of our Guruji in learning some things in totality. Next word that you see is that Daivagneshu Dhruvo Upamam. Upamam. That means here our Guruji is compared with Dhruva. Who is Dhruva? All of you must have heard the story of Dhruva. He was denied a place to sit on the lap of his father by his stepmother. So he wanted to get onto the lap of his father, but his mother told him there are greater things that you can aspire for. You go and do penance in the name of Narayana, he will bless you. So he was convinced that when his mother told that, he was very convinced, and then he went about and with the help of Narada, he conducted himself in such a way, he conducted a penance for so many days, and then Lord appeared in front of him and then blessed him. Say that we will reach a position which will be firm and somewhere nobody will be able to oust you. So, because he was convinced, he showed a remarkable degree of conviction that Srimad Narayana will help him. He similarly, our Guruji showed remarkable conviction that Nakshatra Siddhanta is the method which every astrologist should follow to improve the prediction capability of an individual. So that Upamam with Dhruva, that our well-wisher Sri Vijayaraghavan who composed this couplet, is remarkable, and he wanted to bring that to the notice of all the people who chant this Dhyana Stokam. Next one is that Nakshatra Siddhanta Pradam. Pradam means to give. Now what did our Guruji give? He gave all of us Nakshatra Siddhantam in a structured manner, so that teachers can teach that Siddhanta to the student, and students can absorb that knowledge very easily and go and apply it on the day-to-day life. Today I am very happy to say that from the last 13 years that we have been conducted free classes, many of our astrologers have settled down comfortably because that Siddhantam that they learned, Nakshatra Siddhantam that they learned through JKR and which was given to us by Guruji, has been able to help them to settle down decently with a decent earning and then contributing to the well-being of the society. That's why this, what he gave is important, and then we respect him and we worship him because of what he gave us. And then he has used the word Raghavarya. He has not used the word Raghavacharya. Why? Because Arya is a very, very important word in Sanskrit which respects ultimate respect to an individual. So when a person wife calls her husband Arja, that is he is the most important person in his life. That's why Arja is a very, very respectable term to be used with great people. That's why the word Raghavacharya was used and not Raghavacharya. Raghavacharya, after he became writer, he has become our Acharya. But as an individual, he was the most respected individual. So the word Raghavacharya was there. And then finally he said, Aham Bhaje, that is I worship. Now the worship can be done in different ways, by reciting slokas or by singing his praise. We started the day's deliberation with the Mangala Slokam sung by Mrs. Patnaik, and then followed by the Jnana Slokam that I am talking about. This is the way of paying worship. Bhaje means giving worship, either orally by offering flowers. We all did offer Pushpanjali, we paid, and then that's one method of worshipping a great individual. So now you know what are the things that lead to our JKR Astro Registration celebrating from a day like Poornima with lot of enthusiasm. So many people have come, leaving your household works on a Sunday. So I'm very happy that you are all participating in today's function. We are going to listen to 4 speakers who are going to talk on astrological. This is also part of the budget. It's also part of the worship. That is, learning is a part of worship also. So when these people come to the dais and then speak on or make their presentation on topics of interest, please listen patiently and encourage them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raghunathan sir, for reminding us about the forgotten Puranas, the importance of Vyasa Purana, and also the Pravartakas. Now, as the legacy continues, we release our bi-monthly e-magazine by Professor NVRA Raja Garu and Raghunathan sir.
A very, very auspicious occasion. This e-magazine that this is the 3rd year. This is the 3rd year we are running this e-magazine. And what is the speciality of this special issue? So I was just requesting all our faculty to contribute Yeah, wonderful articles. Everyone, they have given us so beautiful articles in this e-magazine. And Raghunathan sir also, and so our Raghunathan sir and Dr. Ravinder, both, have beautifully edited this magazine. And continuously they are doing for past 2 years. It has come so nicely. The picture here, what you are going to see on the cover page, this was taken when Guruji was 67 years old, when he was attending a marriage. That clip, somebody has gifted me that photograph when we are celebrating first anniversary of JKR. My cousin has given this, Guruji has come for my marriage function, I am gifting you this picture. So wonderfully he has framed and given to me. Then I was telling Ravinder, we will put this picture, and along with that round, all our Guruji's Vigraha, where we used to do Aradhana. In this magazine, please go through. It's a free e-magazine for you, and extraordinary, wonderful research articles are there. I am telling you, writing an article, it's a very, very difficult job. I know when I was writing articles, I used to get up at night 1 o'clock and write article. Up to 2 hours I used to sit and write. Writing articles is very, very difficult. I have also written here on Bhojana Prashna. I was just dictating, my daughter has taken the notes and she has typed and given. So wonderful Prashna Shastras are there. It is not only you are enjoying, but I feel you all should circulate this magazine to many, many, many people. Let them all enjoy. Let us circulate and let everyone enjoy the knowledge of Guruji and the beautiful articles. You see that? You read it, use it for your predictive purposes. Thank you very much. Good luck. Best wishes. Next program, madam.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed a blessing to all of us. Request all of you to please read, go through the magazine and give your valuable comments. It's time to show gratitude to our gurus, Pura Bhadra and Satabisha batch students. Want to take blessings from the Guru NVRA Raja Garu and Madam Usha Raja. Now it's indeed time for us to fasten our seat belts and listen to the most awaited lectures delivered by our research scholars. We have with us Venkateswarao Garu,